Hi pretty simmers, it's Pretty Plum Bops here, back with a little channel update. I'm so excited. I know it's been a while, you guys. It's been, I think, like 6 months since I stopped recording. I'm not even gonna look at the actual date because I'm nervous. But the truth is, I have been recording and working on my 100 Berry Baby series this whole time I've been away from YouTube. So I actually have so much new content to share with everybody, and I'm really excited to do that. I wanted to give some kind of little excuse for my absence because I know it really has been a while, and I was releasing every Monday and I kind of disappeared without saying anything, but it's partly just because my problems were technical. I couldn't really put up a video at the beginning of my hiatus, and in the meantime I didn't have another way to announce to YouTube that I was going anywhere, because as a small channel I don't have access to that sort of feed feature where I can make a text post or something like that. There was just really no way for me to update you guys, but I have been playing The Sims this whole time and I have been recording. I have needed to take a little bit of a break from the community and stuff just because that tends to be like a big distraction for me from my real life duties, where I feel like playing The Sims can be like really restorative in my free time. Making these videos and stuff can be really definitely all encompassing of my free time. But that being said, I love it. I love the Sims community. I love seeing your guys' creativity, and it means the world to me that anyone would watch my videos. So if you are here, if you are on my channel right now, thank you so much. Thank you if you are new, and also thank you if you're returning or if you've stuck with me through parts of this series before. What I kind of wanted to do with this video is just like a super quick little explanation of the 100 Berry Baby Challenge, just like kind of lay out the rules for you guys in case you need a refresher or if you're new to the series. And then I also kind of wanted to update you guys on where we are, so that, you know, not going super in depth and doing like a huge review of everything, but just like a real quick, you know, 5 minutes where we've been and where we're going sort of deal. So first of all, the 100 Berry Baby Challenge, I did not invent this challenge, you guys. I found it through another berry simmer, and it's because it's really hard to do a 100 baby challenge with berry sims. Trust me, I know, I've tried it the traditional way. So in a traditional 100 baby challenge, you have a matriarch who has as many babies as you can, all with different fathers over as few generations as possible. So you might have a matriarch who has 30 or 40 children just in the first generation, and then that torch would be taken up by the youngest female that she has given birth to. So the thing about doing that with berry sims is to make 100 different berry fathers is so much work. You can't just like have them be with like any random sim you would find on the street, because then you aren't able to keep those berry genes. And then another problem with it is like all of the kids, if you have all different berry fathers, they all have different colors and they don't look like a family. Everybody looks very different. The genetics are all mixed up, and for me as like a family game player, it only took me so far before I kind of like lost interest. So when I found this challenge, I knew it would be totally perfect for me. And the way that it's kind of different is that you have 100 babies total, but over only 10 generations. So each generation has 10 babies, and each generation has therefore a different color story. They all look like a little family, and it's more family-based gameplay, which is something I really enjoy in my personal Sims game anyways. So I will leave the link below to the berry version of the 100 Baby Challenge, at least where I found it. I think this person is the original creator of that, but it is a Tumblr link. I recommend checking it out if you're interested in all of the sort of official rules that I'm following. And then I'll give a little bit of a background with my experience with the challenge so far as well. So I know that some people watching don't know berry sims. Berry sims were a lot more popular, I think, in The Sims 3 when we had color wheels and you could make sims that were any kind of color combination that you could possibly imagine, and sort of go into all the little, you know, nooks and crannies of different shading and stuff to make sims look really unique using color. And that community has carried over to The Sims 4. It requires a lot more custom content to do it, but I fell in love with it back in The Sims 3 days, and it's been hard for me to give it up. There is a huge active, maybe not huge, but there is a sizable active berry community. It mostly exists on Tumblr, and there's an awesome Discord with a lot of the simmers who are making that kind of custom content, as well as stories and challenges and all those kinds of things. So if you want to be part of that Discord, I do not have power to let you in, unfortunately, but I will put a link in the description in case you want to talk to the admins about it. It's a really good time. I've had a really positive experience in that community, and there's just so many different people there that I really like admire and love consuming their content, love seeing what they create, and just like love seeing everybody's different interpretation of their little berry worlds. Okay, so in my game, we started out with our founders of our first generation. We had Gateau, who is officially our founder, and then we had Frosting, who is officially our spouse. So their names, Frosting and Gateau, they're both dessert themed, and I decided to go with a dessert theme for the entire first generation. So all of our 10 babies have dessert themed names as well, and they're all a mix of these purple and yellow genetics. So as a reminder, our goal is to get 10 babies for each generation, and this one, I'm gonna say these off the top of my head, you guys. I do remember them all, so let's see. In this generation, we had Sundae, Lollipop, Taffy, Macaron, Eclair, then we had Bonbon and Biscotti, we had Creme Brulee and Sprinkles, and finally we had Little Baby Jelly Bean, who is just one of my favorites, and it was really fun. So I'm not going to go into more detail, but there are 25 episodes up from the first generation if you're interested in digging into that, and seeing this little family grow and move to a new apartment and sort of, you know, advance in their careers and all of those things. You can check that out. We did have a little bit of a competition for who was going to be the heir. So in order to be an heir in this series to the next generation, you have to inherit yellow skin like Gateau, so that founding skin color will be carried throughout the entire series, and then you have to have the hair and eye color of the spouse sim. So we had 2 sims that had yellow skin like Gateau and then purple hair and eyes like Frosting. So that would be Miss Sprinkles and then Little Baby Jelly Bean. And we had a poll that I kind of posted on multiple platforms, and it was a nail biter, guys. It kind of went up and down for a couple days, and then Sprinkles finally kind of came ahead, and so she has ended up to be our heir to the next generation. So jumping into that, our next generation is actually going to be crystal themed. All of their names are kind of like crystals and gemstones. Some of them aren't like actual like crystals, but you know what I mean, like precious stones and things like that. So we have Sprinkles, who is really cute. She's outgoing. She's a geeky sim. She like loves her family. She also happens to be a spellcaster. She had traveled to the magical realm with 2 of her siblings, Creme Brulee, who is her twin, and then Jelly Bean, and the 3 of them actually went on sort of this journey and all became spellcasters together. So Sprinkles is bringing that to the table. She's definitely a sim with a lot of different like assets and strengths and things that she is into and likes, and I feel like that's kind of a point of connection between her and her new spouse, ALEXANDRITE, who was made for me by another simmer on YouTube. Shout out to Simber Sanders. I'm gonna link her channel in this video description as well. ALEXANDRITE is a childish sim. She's a bookworm and she's an insider. She likes clubs. She wants to be a leader of the pack, and I feel like her and Sprinkles, they're both just like social beings. I actually think of them both kind of as Geminis, if any of you are into astrology, because I feel like they both just have like all these different sides, all these different interests, and ALEXANDRITE is actually very passionate about turning the neighborhood green. So she is she's in the civil designer career, and she's working on her fabrication skills. She likes inventing things. She's also, because she's a bookworm, she's always got her nose in a book, she's reading. And the 2 of them have kind of connected on that. So where we are so far in the series is that these 2 have been married. We had a cute little date and marriage episode, I think all wrapped up in one. And they have had their first baby, who is named Baby Pearl. I love Pearl, adore her. She ends up being one of my favorites in this whole generation. So where we just sort of ended things in the last video, little Pearl had just become a toddler, and we're going to sort of go on that journey with her. So this is just sort of a catch-up. If you guys feel like going back and watching videos, they are all on playlists and sort of easy to sit through if you want to do that. Or if you're just jumping in, welcome. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm really excited to share this generation's little journey with you. Either way, it means so much to me that anybody would sit and watch my little berry family, because I love them and they're so meaningful to me, and I would do this even if you guys weren't watching, but every comment I get just like absolutely makes my day and really makes me smile. And that being said, I've been away from the community for so long. I would love to see, you know, what you guys are up to as well. If any of you are creators or you've come to YouTube since I've been gone, please do post your channels below. I would love to check them out. I definitely am happy to follow and support other Sims creators. Anyways, I don't have an exact date for you for when these videos are going to start going up. It probably won't be till mid-December, just because I am applying to PhD programs at the moment and I've been doing a lot of work on those applications, and that's when I plan to have them in by. So I think around then is probably when you can expect seeing some videos, but it might be a little sooner. I have been working on it, so we'll see what happens. Either way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys soon for some more berry babies. Okay, so y'all.